Good evening. How are you? Welcome along. For the next 2 hours or so, we will bring you Plymouth versus Pompey in the battle of the Dockyards. Both teams with equally amicable starts to the current campaign, and Pompey could go third this evening. Get your score predictions in the live chat below, ladies and gents, as we look ahead to the game. We are now less than 10 minutes from kickoff, and you join us live right here on Fournilwritten all over it. And I am not on my own this evening, ladies and gents. We are joined. He's back. If you could move ever so slightly to your right, that would be wonderful. Andrew is here. He's ready to go. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, Tom. Thanks for inviting me on, mate. Really appreciate it.
It's great to have you in, mate. It's great to have you in. We've got a lot going on this evening. I want to start with Marcus Harness. 5 goals, 4 assists in League One. How crucial is that man this evening?
Oh, Tom, he's top drawer, isn't he? Let's face it, the guy's his work rate, his commitment, his off the ball movement, his passing, his shooting. He's got everything, hasn't he? Everything that guy's got. We said that from the day we saw him, Tom. The first day we met him, didn't we? And the first day we saw him on the pitch, brilliant guy. And I think great player for our club. Should be playing at a much higher level, and hopefully next season he will be.
We are incredibly lucky to have him. Let's go through some of the people joining us this evening. Liam says, come on, Pompey. Hello to Ollie. Hello to Cam Vlogs, who says, good luck this evening. What's the score prediction? We'll go through that in just a moment, mate. 2-0 Pompey, says Pompey lad. Hopefully 4-0 written all over it up the blue, says Oakley. Liam's going for a 2-1 Pompey. Ollie said 4-2. Rocco said 3-1. Adam's going, welcome to the stream, mate. He's going for a 3-1. As it's 4-3-3. Aaron's going for a 4-0. Good evening to Amy. We are all well. Hope you are too. I think it'll be 2-1 Pompey. There we go. Oh dear, that hasn't quite gone to plan, that one. How professional is that? That is
cliff there, mate.
That's excellent. Evening, lads from the south of France. Hello to Darren. Come on, Pompey, says Paul. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. Paul Broom is saying Kenny is very inconsistent when he chooses 4-4-3. If Sky are right, but go with what works. We may be missing a winger, but can Harrison or Hiwula not play on the left? Let's address Paul's point there, mate. I was expecting to see Hiwula in the starting 11 this evening. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think so, Tom. It would give us a bit of space on the left-hand side, wouldn't it, if you played him out there? Harrison, no, he can't play out the left, I don't think. Yeah, let's see what happens. He might bring him on, Tom. We don't know, do we? Let's see. I don't like the formation that he selected tonight, if I'm honest. I like the 4-4-2. I think that's a better formation for us, especially for Marcus. Let's see how he gets marked out the game or not. Because Plymouth aren't any mugs, are they? They're quite a good outfit. Got a good manager. Remember, we saw him when we played Bury in the Cup a couple of years ago at Bury, didn't we? And they almost beat us. We ended up beating them 4-1 as it goes on the night, but they almost beat us at the Bury side. And he's got probably the best 6 of their players in that side tonight, mate, at Plymouth. Good manager, and I think it'll be a tough ask tonight.
Ryan Lowe's won every single game in the last 3 with Plymouth. Right. As I said in the intro, they've had an amicable start to the season.
Yeah.
With Ronan Curtis out, do you think that's a problem for us? And are you? Because I've spent the day being rather apprehensive. I'm not sure about you. I know we had a quick chat off air about it, but it's a difficult one. I don't really know which way this one's going to go this evening.
No, Tom, I don't think you should be, mate. And I don't think Curtis makes that much difference with the pace that we've got and the width we've got. I think he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but when he wasn't playing earlier in the season, a couple of games recently, people like Harness stepped up to the mark, didn't they? So I think there's cannons in midfield with Close. I understand that gives us a bit of strength in midfield as well, doesn't it? So maybe the deal is to pass the ball through their midfield. Let's see. But I think it's going to be... We always like playing Plymouth, don't we? Regardless of whether we think we've got respect for them because they're a nice, decent club and the fans are good, aren't they? And they've got a good tradition there. So it's always nice. It's always nice to beat them in their own back garden as well. So hopefully we'll come away 4-0 tonight, mate. That's my prediction. 4-0.
Excellent. Chris is signing in from Italy. Welcome along. Hope you're well, mate. He reckons 2-2. They are very strong at home, but as are we away from home, Chris. So I wouldn't write us off completely. Sean says we need to smash and bash them tonight. Worst. We are playing in front of the cameras against the Pilgrims. They don't do well there. Good evening to... Oh, hello. Comments are coming through like madness. Good evening, Tom. 3-0 Pompey win. Hello, Philip. Welcome to the stream, mate. Lee said, are you not in the same house? We are, mate. We are. But we're a dual camera operation this evening. Andrew is watching downstairs. I am watching up here. So there we go. Top stuff. Hard game for both teams is Aaron. Paul's not a Pompey fan. He's a United fan, but he wants Pompey to win 3-1. Evening to Jack. Welcome to the stream. Mary says, come on, Pompey. Me and my son Mason going to watch it on TV. Can't wait. Harvey said, defenders have to be good tonight. Chris is joining us all the way from Barbados. Estamos listos. Vamos Portsmouth, Deste, Argentina. Welcome along to the stream. Dario, hope you are well. Plymouth 2, Portsmouth 3, says Russ. Welcome to the stream. We are getting stronger, so it could be 2-0. USA... usual turn down the sound on ESPN. Lovely to see. William, hope you're well. Welcome along to stream. We will bring you our reaction as hopefully all the goals go in for Pompey and not for Plymouth, with myself and Andrew, and Ollie will be joining us later on, as well as Alexander Negative, who could be making a star guest appearance with us. Ashley is a Crew fan. Good luck tonight. Big game on Saturday. Absolutely. It is bright in Andrew's room. There's a lot of shine. There we go. 4-1.
Hey. I resemble that remark.
Who lives in work. 4-1 Pompey win from a bloke who lives and works with Plymouth fans. Help. Andrew is sending all the help in the world. Love you guys. Good luck tonight up the Wolves. Thanks, Luke. Much appreciated. Aaron has said, Andrew needs a cat on his lap. Looks like a James Bond villain. Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Good evening.
You got to do a little spin, mate, in the chair and say good evening,
I'm going to
Mr.
try
Bond.
because the match is about to start, so forgive me,
It is.
but I'm looking in that direction for a moment or two.
It is just about to start, and Adam has noticed you do have a glass of wine.
Well, it's a Pompey game, isn't it?
Well, okay, lovely job. There we go. Jack's going for 3-1 Pompey. Jack, I'm going to go with you, mate. I'm going to say 3-1 Pompey this evening. Red wine, Andrew does have glass after all. There we go. What a comment that is. Harry said, Blue Army, it will be Plymouth 0, Pompey 4, and we are going up. That's a great one to finish on. Andrew, is that Bordeaux wine you are drinking, says Darren from the south of France.
Darren, as it happens, me, mate, no, it's not. It is actually, it is a French wine, to be fair. It's a Merlot, and it's from, oh, you don't know this in France. It's from a region called M&S.
Right, as the teams come out, we are going to... Oh, my word. It's all going pear-shaped tonight. We are welcoming our third member of the crew to the stream. Ollie is here. Welcome along, mate. Looking very dapper this evening. And Andrew has just put something in front of the camera. What on earth?
Tom,
It's still gone down the pan, hasn't it?
The stream's got a bit wrong. Hang on. I think I've sorted it.
Oh, dear. Ollie, save us, mate. How are you?
We're there.
Oh, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I'm good. I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm a bit concerned about the formation we're playing again. I think we've gone back to Pompey of old a little bit. You know, we're calling it a 4-3-3, 4-3-3, but in reality, it's what we've played all of last year. I actually quite liked it when we were playing two strikers on the pitch, but we seem to have gone backwards a little bit away from that. I don't know why. It'll be interesting to see how the game pans out. I think obviously Williams and Harness are a good combination. Obviously they're not playing Curtis, I imagine, because he was playing for Ireland in the week.
International, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why that's happened. But yeah, Andy Cannon's effectively in our formation playing like a right centre mid. I think in reality we could have put someone else in that position, like Ellis Harrison, or more of a striker role in that place to feed into Marquis or swap them to be like a cam type player and then play four across the middle with Harness and Williams running the wings. That's what I'd have liked to have seen, like more of a 4-4-2 formation type role. I think that would have suited us better. I think we'd score more goals than that. I think tonight we may end up seeing what we saw a lot at the start of this season and towards the end of last year, where we're almost like feeding balls into the box consistently, put loads of balls into play, but actually no one there attacking.
Right, thanks, mate. Alex is in. Welcome along to the stream, mate. Thank you so much for joining. I knew you'd be in, mate. I knew you'd be here. And thank you for that, Ollie. Andrew, if you wouldn't mind just centralising yourself ever so slightly, because we can't see you at the current moment.
I need to talk to the film crew, bud. I need to talk to the film crew about this. This is absolutely shocking. There we go.
Right, we are
What's
just
our
about to
score
get.
predictions?
We are well. We've been through those in the last couple of minutes. So I was going to go for a 2-1 or a 3-1 for Pompey. As we are watching, well, as I'm watching it, Ollie might be ahead of us, but the players are currently taking the knee as we look forward to this one. And we are just about to head off underway. Ollie, there's a very good chance, mate, you might be ahead of both myself and Andrew this evening. So
I am.
Right. In that case, you can keep us as updated as you've
given away a throw-in.
Right. Okay. So we haven't actually started at our end yet. We have now. We're underway. Okay, that's all good. What's your minute, Ollie? Out of interest.
Oh, like 25 seconds. So
okay,
I'm about 20 seconds ahead of you at the minute.
Okay, we'll
Why
take.
are we so delayed, Tom?
Obviously, you'll know if there's a goal, then, won't you?
Well, we'll know if there's a goal. Absolutely. Either way. So the good thing is, Ollie will be at exactly the same time as the viewers will be. We're on a low latency stream tonight, so we're as close to the actual time as possible. So as close to sort of live as we can be. Andrew, I would blame Now TV, mate, for the reason why we're behind. It's got absolutely nothing to do with me. Andrew is having a nightmare. I think it might be the red wine, Aaron, that's causing him to have a bit.
Tom, is it the delay? Anything
I'll tell you what, Andrew, can I ask you a question? Have you got any smaller glasses?
I couldn't find.
Do you not have any smaller ones available?
No.
So you got a whole bottle, and that glass. It's going to take you about 12 glasses of wine to drink the bottle.
No, Emily's going to have some as well, so it will be about 6.
Oh, right. Just the 6. Just the 6. There we go.
You got work in the morning, bud.
Joshua said, yeah, exactly. We've all got work in the morning, so.
Not me, I'm on furlough.
Oh, you're on furlough. Oh, right. Lovely. Ollie, you've spent a bit of time of your life in Plymouth, actually. I thought maybe I could ask you a little bit about sort of. Oh my word! Right, while he sorts himself out, Ollie, tell us a little bit about what. I tell you what, I might do, Ollie. If you just talk about what's happening in the game, give a brief commentary. I'm just going to nip down and sort him out. Keep the viewers entertained as much as you possibly can.
I'll do my best. Hi guys. Currently, not much is really happening. To be honest with you, we've got a free kick in the opposition's half. Johnson's taking it. It looks like he's going to ping it into the box. Raggett's being held a little bit. We've got a few centre backs in there, Nicolaisen and Raggett, getting underneath it. We've got a good opportunity actually in the Plymouth end. A bit of attacking play. We've got some players forward, but keeper picks that one up easily. So yeah, that's kind of neutralised that play at the moment. Just tracking back now to obviously avoid a Plymouth counter. We've kind of sustained the play quite well. They seem to be sitting a very deep line tonight. Their 3 across the back are sitting very like almost sweeperish and playing the ball out from the keeper, which might draw us out. Is probably the reason why they're trying to do that. Create more space up top to almost play a counter style football.
Great ad-libbing, son.
I did my best to fill us in.
Great ad-libbing. Great ad-libbing. Right. Okay. So we should be sorted now. Hopefully, Andrew is not going to fall over for the rest of the evening. So if he does, there's a bit of entertainment, isn't it? So there we go.
Oh, dear. Terrible defending. Good goalkeeping by McGilvery. Absolutely abysmal defending. And great from Harness as well. Excellent from him. We
were saying just before the stream, weren't we? We were saying, I think it's. Oh, is it McGilvery having to come out for a bit, or has that happened quite a while ago?
Do that in the first place. Raggett let his man go, which is ridiculous, really. Is Watmore's on the bench tonight, isn't he?
No, I think he's injured tonight. Actually, as it goes, we might be on the bench. I might be.
On the bench.
He is on the bench. My apologies. He's very much on the bench. So there we go. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, mate. Absolutely right. what was I going to say? I don't know what I was
That
going to
was
say.
absolutely that replay. Watch the replay and look how little effort Raggett puts into this.
He has a
we
bit
saw
of a
the same
habit
thing
of
the other
doing
week.
that, doesn't he? Yeah.
He just gives up so easily, and he's just I don't understand it. I really don't. I think if Watmore's back fit, maybe he's not
Oh,
playing a bit
yeah.
because of the fitness situation. But I like the fact. The only thing I do like about, and the only promising thing I can draw from this is Kenny's using Nicolaisen as like a left centre back, which kind of says to me that because that's the position Raggett was playing and Watmore's playing like a right centre back role. So it says to me that when Watmore's back, we might be in a position to see Watmore take over from Raggett and have a Nicolaisen and Watmore combination, which I think is a better combination for our defensive lineup.
I agree. I mean, let's not criticise Raggett too much. He's done some good stuff this season. But to be honest, I would give him a 50-50 player. Sometimes he's excellent, makes some really good challenges and whatever, but it's only 50% of the time. So
the thing is,
I think weak link. I agree. I think he's a weak link in our side.
The thing you've got to think about in this is, like I've said a few times, is that we've got to look like we can compete in the Championship. Is Raggett a Championship centre back? Would he be signed by Championship side next year if we don't get promoted?
No.
And that's the issue. That's what we got to be striving for. We're not got to be striving for to be a good League One players, because we can sit in League One forever doing that. But we actually need to be a bit more progressive and think forward thinking. You know, like when Charlton got promoted, I know I speak a lot about Charlton on the channel, but when they got promoted, they kept very much the same side they had in our division. You know, and they looked strong in our league, and they got relegated the next year. Yes, they had a few injuries and bits of that which hurt them, and you know, obviously the strange season that was last year and how it all ended with the coronavirus, then being rushed in loads of games at a time, etc., is a bit unprecedented. But I still think that they could have competed in the Championship with the team they had, and I don't think we're on that level.
Ollie, would you rather play Jack Watmore with one leg than Sean Raggett?
Well, I wouldn't. I'd rather play a fit centre back. Like Raggett. To be honest with you still need to run. Like if you've got issues with your hamstring, it's going to be a bit of a problem. He's not going to chase anyone back. But the thing is Raggett's not exactly filling himself with hope for that either. He's not making the effort to get back. You know, who was it we played when we conceded that one-on-one goal where he didn't really chase back? Who was that?
Did you see that? Cut across you there. You just watched that the Danish kid we've got, Nick Dyson. Watch him there. Fight for that. He lost the ball and he fought back for it and got it back. Looked very composed on the ball and just passed it straight back to McGilvery. You watch it back again. I don't know if we're going to see that again, but it was brilliant play from Nicholson. I thought that's what you want from a centre. Look, here he is again. This kid here. Watch him give himself up. He's brilliant.
I'll tell you what. Plymouth are playing a very intelligent game of football at the minute. As I was saying when Tom and Andrew are off the air, they're sitting quite deep. They're dragging us forward, creating some space in behind, and then playing through balls to get past our defence. Because I think they know, like even there, like Raggett's lost his man completely. Obviously, he's had to go out to try and block the ball.
Yeah, they know that's a weak
but he hasn't given really any direction to anyone behind him what's going on. And I think they're just going to try and exploit that part of us the whole evening. Just drag us forward. We're going to keep pressing them until they find a space, pass it through. But then even though when we're on the ball at the back, their high team is straight onto us. I don't think we're creating enough pressure. I think Plymouth are going to play in the better football at the minute, in honesty, and they're going to create a lot more the way they're playing. We look a little bit toothless currently.
That's not an uncommon convention of an opening 7 minutes of a Pompey game, is it?
Well, it's not an uncommon convention of a Pompey game in general, let alone the first 7 minutes. I mean, you look at Charlton. How many shots did we have on target against Charlton? We had like 12 shots, 4 or 5 on target, and we lost. You know, they had 4 shots, 2 on target, scored 2 goals, and that's the difference, isn't it? You know, you need to be looking like you're going to score goals, and when you look like you're going to score goals, inevitably you do. So, yeah, I just think we look a little weak.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Ollie.
Just to top off that one, Ollie, you see that was offside then? That wasn't for any other reason than Raggett's so slow. Watch this.
Yeah, Raggett's just a couple of yards behind play, isn't he?
Yeah, that's why they get.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't seem like he wants it.
I don't think he's capable of wanting it. That's the truth of it, Ollie.
No, Tommy, you were saying earlier about my time down in Plymouth.
Yes, mate. I was just going to ask you, kind of. I don't know. I think you've got to. I don't know if you want to tell the viewers about your time spent in Plymouth or not, but I just thought you might have a little bit more of an insight than myself or Andrew might have.
Well, I was at university there for 3 years, and we did go to a few Plymouth games because they did student tickets, which were like £4 or £5 a go, because obviously they couldn't fill the stadium. Much like now. But
Careful, son.
But no,
Hello, Barrow on tour.
No, I do like Plymouth. We've got a lot of Plymouth fans that follow the channel. We always have a good game against. There's always a great atmosphere. It's a real shame that we can't actually be there for this one to watch it live, because it is always a fun game. We went to the playoffs there, and although we lost, we actually had a great day out, and the atmosphere was amazing. Everyone stayed behind with Cook. Was Cookie at the time, wasn't it? The playoffs we played against Plymouth in League
Keep
2.
an eye on the stream. Keep an eye on the game, Ollie.
There it is. 1-0 Plymouth. Made the call.
Uh-oh. Talk us through
Guess
it.
who?
Bring it on in, sis.
Guess who? I'll give you one clue to guess.
Oh, I think it was Mr. Raggett, because I've just seen it. What an absolute disgrace.
Raggett.
Shocking.
That is actually an own goal that will go down as.
1-0 Plymouth.
Yeah, so he's overcommitted himself. He's dropped too far back. He's stuck between two players. He's dead in the water. I mean, Nicolaisen left his man originally, which wasn't great, to be honest with you. But it's not great from Raggett either. Both of them have done poorly there, and honestly, if you look at the initial play, Nicolaisen's the one who leaves his man. Then Raggett kind of gets caught between the two, doesn't commit to either one, and it's no goal. It's not particularly 100% his fault, but he needed more direction there. And from a centre back, you need to be telling the other players around you what you're doing and getting people to cover you.
If I could,
I'm not surprised.
Well, I was just going to say, if I could jump in there and just say, there's that split-second moment where Raggett goes, "Should I go or should I stay?" And he just doesn't. And I don't know whether that decision that he makes there would have stopped the goal going in. I think it probably might have done. Ladies and gents, just before we carry on, Ollie, there's 113 of you watching across YouTube and Facebook. If you haven't yet left the stream a like, we're heading towards 100 likes. As always on the stream, you boys have done it by yourselves to get up to 67. But also make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We'll keep these streams coming to you as long as we possibly need to. Sorry, gents, but I just thought I'd mention that because I haven't said it yet on the stream. But of course, it was Raggett. And Andrew, your reaction to that one, mate? He's eating. Ollie.
Like I said, the initial part of play was probably Nicolaisen's fault. He left his man. I need to probably see another replay of it to understand why he's done that, because who are we playing left back? Is it Lee Brown?
I believe so.
Yeah, so I'm not sure whether it was because Lee kind of got stuck and Nicolaisen's gone over to help, but then Raggett's got trapped between two players and he hasn't committed either way. And he's got a little bit stuck. And instead of, like you said, he had that kind of moment, that jutter of, do I go, do I not? He sat a bit deep as well, like compared to the other defenders. He wasn't really blocking much, and he was playing their attacker more onside than he needed to. He could have created a lot more of a harder environment for them to score from there. And I think he should have pressed the player with the ball. I mean, you got a player inside the 18-yard box with the ball. You don't sit between the player and another player. You press the ball, you try and block the channel, and you hope the keeper covers it. If not, and that's all you can do in that position. I don't think he did enough there, really.
Okay, Andrew, your thoughts on that? It's Cam Pring at left back for Pompey, and Callum Johnson on the right hand side. Andrew, your reaction to that opening goal?
I think, Tom, to be honest with you, I think we've been playing all the football, flowing football going forward. Ollie's right tactically. They've got it worked out. They've looked at us. The manager's taken a good look at us, and they've worked out that the best thing to let them do is let us play all the football midfield. Knock it around a little bit, and as Ollie said, there's spaces at the back then. Whip the ball past us, exploit Raggett's the weakness that we got at the back, which is Raggett. We know that, and let's not crucify him all night long because we shouldn't do that. But that's an obvious statement to make, isn't it? And I think Ollie's bang on with the tactics. They know we're a better footballing side than them. We've got better players. We look better than they do. We're passing the ball well. A lot of space, a lot of movement. And I think that I still fancy this. I think now it's going to be 4-1 on the night, mate, to us.
Okay. Confidence there from Andrew. Are you confident as well, boys and girls? How are you feeling? Sorry, Ollie, carry on.
I mean, this is the thing that I was saying. We've said so many times about Kenny, like how one-dimensional he is. Like Plymouth know from the get-go how to set up a team to play against. Even there, another good ball in. Got a little bit lucky. The ball has not landed for the striker there quite as he wanted. But again, they're playing against us. That's what they've done. They've set themselves up to play football against Pompey. This isn't the way they're going to play football every day of the week. But the manager's dynamic enough to make the right changes. All right, we do not have that. You look now. We won't make a substitute unless there's an injury. We'll keep playing this style of football repetitively. There's not a change in, right, let's move this player out and bring this person on because they're going to keep doing this all day. Or boys, let's sit a little deeper and stop pressing them so high in the middle. Make them come to us. Create no space for them to make those runs in behind us. You watch the Liverpool versus, was it Villa when they lost 6-2 or something?
7-2.
Whatever that game was. Liverpool said afterwards how the high line hurt them there. And that was the risk with playing a high line. Effectively, what Plymouth are doing is creating us as a high line because we're pushing into their box to try and attack the ball, press the ball. And that's bringing all the players up on the pitch to create a high line where they can then run in behind and attack us. And they know that Raggett's slow and they know that he's not going to react to it. And potentially Nicolaison's a little bit underexperienced in this league and he's going to make mistakes as well. So that's what they're playing for, the quick counter type football.
Okay, ladies and gents, we're up to 78 likes on the stream. If you're watching this right now, you haven't yet liked it. There's plenty of you that I'm sure haven't. There's 120 of you as well that join us across YouTube and Facebook. So if you've never seen the Three Musketeers on your screen before, please do subscribe. We'll keep you covered for the Pompey games during the lockdown and until we can get us a lovely thumb from Andrew there, until we can get back into Fratton Park, watching the games, and off goes the iPad. And apologies to anyone who's currently wearing headphones because that was a little bit of an ear rape. Right. You're right now, mate. You're all sweet. Yeah. Now we can't see you. There's a lovely view of the lounge, but we can't see you. Tom said, seems like one of those games where Plymouth will burn out in the second half. 9-1 Pompey. There we go. I saw a comment a couple of minutes ago. Actually, I'm not quite sure where it's gone. It's gone. There we go. We'll move on. Get your comments in, ladies and gents. How are you feeling about the opening 16, 17 minutes of this first half at Home Park? Plymouth are the team in front at this moment in time, but as Andrew said, plenty of confidence, loads of time to get back into this one. Tommy said, all the best from Malta. My dad and I always supporting you. Much appreciated, Tommy. Hope you're well, mate, and welcome along to the stream. Andrew, Kenny Jackett stood there with his arms folded in the least colourful language as possible. Do you believe he's still the right man for the job this far into a season? We could go third this evening.
Tom, I think if you asked me that a month ago, I'd have said no. If you asked me that tonight, I'd say no. And the main reason for that, as Ollie quite alluded to, there's not enough tactical nonce there. A lot of peripheral talking about they did well and the other team did well and so on. But for us anyway, and all that sort of behaviour, I don't think you need an intellectual manager these days. There's dinosaur manager of the old days. You set out a team out the way you think they're going to play. You don't look at the opposition properly. I don't think you do enough homework on the opposition. And I don't, as Ollie rightly says, I don't think there's enough tactical nonce in there, to be honest with you, mate. The other thing I'd say is I don't think there's a leader on the pitch. Naylor's doing his best there to organise things, but I don't think there's a leader on the pitch, mate.
Ollie, if there were any chances in the game, mate, that we miss,
there was a big chance there for Plymouth, and they're really piling on the pressure now. To be fair, we just won a goal kick out of it at the end of it, but they're all over us, really. To be honest, they had a couple of opportunities in that passage of play, one from a corner and another ball back into the box. So it was a great, he's absolutely skinned Pring and put a good ball across, but there was just no one on the end of it. From George Cooper, I believe.
Big call from Biley. He said, reference Jackett. A leopard never changes his spots. Jackett is a failure at Pompey. Always has been and always will be. Darren has said, more passion in my baby's nappy. There we go.
How old
so
is
that's nice. Well, would imagine if it's still in nappies.
I wouldn't call it passion. That's for certain.
Lovely
I've
stuff.
seen your nappies.
Thanks, fellas.
No, never passionate.
Yeah, the reason I asked Tom is the reason I asked about that, Tom, if he's in nappies still, it might be maybe somewhere between 0 and 3 to maybe 6 months. And
Just to provide
Or
some...
in Andrew's case, 58.
Yeah. It depends if you're still on solids or not.
Just to provide some context to anyone who's new to the stream, just in case you sat there wondering, Ollie's my older brother and Andrew is our dad. So there is nothing untoward with the conversation that's happening.
Apart from every time you get on there,
we better clear that up, actually, haven't we?
Yes, because you started talking about seeing my nappies, mate, and you look quite a lot older than me. So I just thought we'd clear that one up just in case.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't wear nappies these days. I'm called incontinence pants.
Right, Tom, I'm gonna have to pull out the channel quickly, mate, but I'll try and rejoin around half time. I've got to go make some dinner and eat it whilst watching the football. Okay?
Absolutely fine, mate. Absolutely fine. See you shortly, Oliver. Thank you for joining us. We'll keep you updated with the rest of this one. Ryan Williams currently on the ball on this near side. It is Tom. Ollie, Ginny. I'll get you. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone completely. It's me and you, mate. We are a couple of moments behind everyone, ladies and gents. So we'll keep you updated as much as we can. Here comes Cameron Pring. Ball into the box. Nice 1-2, and it's cut away by the Plymouth man, and the ball is back out with Sean Raggett, of all people. If you haven't yet liked the stream, boys and girls, we're edging closer and closer to 100 likes. Currently got 96. Which is excellent. If we get over the 100 like mark, that would be much appreciated. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, if this is the first time that you are watching a Fournilwrittenalloverit live stream, then please do consider doing so. It really does help us out. And Andrew is going to make a comment. Go for it.
Just like to say, that is why I've said Andy Cannon is probably one of our best players. That guy is absolutely awake to it all. He's brilliant. Watch his play and his movement. And when he's got the ball, he's just an intelligent guy, an intelligent player. I like him a lot, and he's really aggressive, and he really wants it, and he's working really hard, and he's sweating like a pig there. Look at him; he's brilliant. You watched that last move 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, I saw he's excellent, and he's an incredible talent that we're incredibly lucky to have. Yeah. Let's get through some of the comments, ladies and gents. There's more passion on a pepperoni passion pizza than Pompey this season. Sean has said, got to get Raggett off. We're all at sea. There's a brilliant saving coming, I believe. There it is from Craig McGilvery. My word. Nuble with the chance there. Point blank range, actually. He'll be disappointed that he didn't bury that one and make it 2-0. But that is excellent from Craig McGilvery. It was that ball in for the far side. It's Tom Nader initially who gives the ball away. Ball into the box. He's on the spin just left of the penalty spot.
He's got to
gets his shot away, gets away from Callum Johnson. Sean Raggett makes a half-hearted attempt to stick his leg out and stop it, but
Tom, that should be 2-0.
Well, there we go. I've said it before, mate. I think Craig McGilvery is one of the best keepers in the league. I said it on the channel and I've said it before, but there we go. Craig McGilvery, only leader on the pitch. Good evening to Leeds 2020. Hope you're well, mate.
Here we go.
Keep up the good work, guys. Early days, but do you think we'll stand a chance to even win, even though we're 1-0 down? Thanks for your comment, mate. And yes, I do believe we will. There's still plenty of time left in this one. We're only halfway through the first half as it stands at the moment. And yeah, hopefully I will be pleased. I'll be pleased with what I've predicted, because I went for a 3-1 Pompey win, and that's still looking like it's on the cards. McGilvery came an awful long way out to deal with that one there, mate. I'm not sure what you made of that.
That's because Raggett lost his man, mate. Left his man again.
Risky business.
No, what McGilvery's got to do there is compensate for Raggett's laziness, mate. It's shocking.
It is almost like playing with 10 men at points, isn't it?
It's shocking, mate. It's shocking, and he's got to sort that out. I mean, he's got to be better centre half at Gosport Barrett, or haven't Waterloo in him. Seriously. What are we doing with that guy on the pitch? It's shocking. And that's going to cost us this season, Tom. It's already cost us tonight. If we don't score 2 goals, he's going to cost us 3 points tonight.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, it will be down to, I wouldn't like to use the word incompetency, but I think it's the appropriate one, mate. So, yeah, as Adam's just quite rightly said, Craig covering Raggett's position. So there we go. That tells you everything you need to know, doesn't it?
That's it.
But it's another shot that's wide from Nuble. And that'll be a goal kick for Pompey. Not the greatest of starts to this game. Probably not the start that anyone was wanting, unless you're a Plymouth fan. And you said that Pompey looked like they've had all the chances, mate. Is it a case of building on those again?
Look at this for a shot. He's brilliant, isn't he? He's got his wrong boots on the wrong way around. Watch this.
Yeah, I nearly took out the cameraman then. I wouldn't speak too soon, mate. He's a very good player, Nuble. So we won't chastise him too much for that. Is it the fact that we're not playing the 4-4-2, Andrew?
We've talked about
Asks
it a lot, Tom.
DJ.
We've talked about it a lot, haven't we? And I think it's the 4-4-2 and how, as Ollie said earlier, how well their managers worked out our attacking prowess, mate. Look at it. It's when they've got the ball, they just walk through. Look, we've just got nothing. Look at it. It's walking through. Oh, hang on, Raggett's got it. So where's he going to go with it?
He's probably going to concede a corner, to be honest.
Oh.
He's done well, to be fair. Ryan Williams has knocked one up
Under
into
no
the
pressure,
gods.
though, Tom, was he? I'm not being funny, but under no pressure.
No, he wasn't. 25 minutes into this one, ladies and gents, at the Theatre of Greens. It is currently Plymouth 1, Pompey 0. You join myself and Andrew. Ollie will be rejoining us shortly, and hopefully we will have a star guest appearance from Alexander the Negative as well to come. There's 105 of you that join us across YouTube, and further takes the total up to 124 at the moment, which is excellent. We've just ticked over to 100 likes as well. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, boys and girls, that would be much appreciated. Ben, I tend to, when I have a guest, well, in general, actually, I tend to remain as neutral as I possibly can on players and managers, etc. So I will reserve comment at this moment in time. But I echo many other people's sentiments, is what I would say. On the channel.
Tom, can you just ask the legend what he thinks, please? I'd like to get his view on it. 20 minutes.
Sean.
Yeah, the
Sean,
legend.
26 minutes in, mate. Let us know your thoughts. Get it in the comments. And everyone else, actually, let us know what you're thinking. Boys and girls, moderators, whatever, you come in. Let us know how you're feeling at this moment in time. Are you confident for a Pompey win? As John Marquis, I believe, has won a free kick. I don't know if he's won it or if he's conceded one or not. But it looks like he probably deserves one out of that, don't you think?
No, he didn't touch him, Tom.
Oh, right. Okay. There we go. Thanks for that.
Mate. Marcus jumped into the air, jumped past the guy. I think he's got himself a free kick, but it was unnecessary, really.
Wasn't the most necessary thing in the world, was it?
Kenny's got a new jacket. You see that?
He has. He's wearing a nice shirt tonight, actually, on TV.
He's got a new jacket, mate. He's on TV, isn't he?
He has got a new jacket. Very true. I believe we will win, but I don't know why he's changed the 4-4-2 formation as one of the most games we've played with it. But Kenny thinks differently. Thanks for your comment, Harry. We echo your thoughts, mate. Absolutely. James is still positive. It takes all 90 minutes to win a game. Ben has said, hold on a second, felt the same as I felt all season, lost. Biley said they're slicing for us far too easy. And can't wait to watch the Crew game because it's my birthday. Absolutely. I believe, mate, we will be welcoming you on as a special guest. So there we go. I don't know if I've ruined a surprise there or not, so sorry if I have. But there we go. Adam has said, I have too many Plymouth mates. I really don't want to lose because of Rags. Yeah, that would be unfortunate, wouldn't it, Adam? Would be unfortunate, mate. As Plymouth are down this near touchline, they've got a throw-in just before the touchline. It's Cooper with the ball in. He's actually done really well to beat his man there. Gets the ball in, and oh my word, it's flashed past the post. McIlvery didn't know whether to come or go on that one. And if there had been a green shirt in the box, Andrew, that might have ended up in the back of the net.
He's a good player, mate, that Cooper, isn't he? Look.
Yeah, he looks decent. Looks very good. I think, yeah, Cooper, that's his name. Yeah.
He's a very, very good player. I think he came from Bury, Tom.
Upward. That might be wrong, so please don't make remarks like that if you're not sure, son. Because someone will correct us. But if you're sure, then there we go. We can turn this around. So here we go, mate. Here's your legend. Stop rushing the last pass. Get more crosses in and 2 up front. That's what you've been saying. Exactly what we've been saying. I'm glad we're all on the same wavelength this evening, as we so often are here on Fournilwritten all over it. Jack has said, Big Mac, best keeper in Championship League One. Yeah, he's top class. He's absolutely top class. Max, the own goal was absolutely shocking, mate. It was a Sean Raggett error, as it so often is when there's an own goal for Pompey at the moment. But you said we can't pin all the blame on him. But then you also went on to say at the end of the 90 minutes it will be Raggett's fault if we lose. So where's the kind of...
Yeah, Tom, I appreciate what you're saying, but that error is the only thing that's the difference between the two sides, isn't it? They're not very good, are they? We're making them look better than they are. I think we've still got the best formation in terms of players selection. I think we've got the best selection. Formation's wrong for me. And Ollie alluded to it earlier. They've worked us out a long, long time ago, and that's the difference between tactical managers and dinosaurs.
Okay.
That said, if we win this game tonight, I'll applaud it.
Well, there we go. The life of being a Pompey fan, Andrew. The life of being a Pompey fan. Tom Naylor has played the ball back to Sean Raggett, who then finds Callum Johnson on this near side, will look to make a positive impact on proceedings as Ryan Williams now has the ball. Infield to Marcus Harness, looking bright so far. He tries to thread a ball through to John Marquis. It hasn't quite worked out. There'll be a turnover in possession, which Sean Raggett will come and claim. Excellent. Yeah, very well. And now Pompey will break. Ryan Williams down the near touch line, gets to the dead ball line, looking to get the ball past his man. He does so. Harness, edge of the box, twisting and turning, looking to get a ball in, and he does so, and there's no one there to connect with it. And that is a chance that goes amiss for Pompey. John Mark was probably in the wrong position there, Andrew.
Yeah, I think so, Tom. He's got to start working and listening and hearing what Harness is trying to achieve. Why has he stood there, Tom? Get far side of him. Look, make yourself some space.
He's got to get goal side as well at the same time. There's quite an awful lot going on.
To be honest, it's a tricky moment in time, mate, isn't it?
Tricky moment, absolutely. Tricky moment. Here we go. What was I going to say? Boys and girls, we're now up to 106 likes, which is excellent. Thank you very much indeed for that. Let's push to 150. We've got guests this evening, guests galore. Pretty much the entire Fournilwritten all over it team will hopefully be joining us at points during the evening, as we are now, 42 minutes into the stream. Half an hour has been played in the game as Plymouth will make ground with Cooper.
He's dangerous. Cooper is dangerous, isn't he?
Who is dangerous. Absolutely is,
Cooper,
mate.
He's dangerous, mate.
Mayer.
He's dangerous as well.
Plays a ball. Mate, you're all coming across as dangerous. It's well worked out by Ben Close. The ball is now with Cameron Pring on that far side. I believe that's Cameron Pring. It's quite a lot. Sorry, Andy Cannon. My apologies. It's quite a distance, mate. My eyesight's not brilliant, as neither is yours, but you're probably a little bit closer to your screen than I am. Callum Johnson plays the ball through to John Marquis, who's...
But he's on his own up there, Tom. We've got 5 defenders on him. It's ridiculous. He's won a free kick, but Jesus, So
let me ask you a redundant question. What was it about the formation that worked for several weeks and got us right up the table that Kenny Jackett didn't like and felt he needed to revert back to the, I don't know what he's playing. Sky believe is a 4-3-3. I'm actually thinking it's more of the 4-2-3-1 that we're used to seeing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I haven't obviously been watching
Did you see that? Did you see that? He's booked Marcus for that tackle. The Plymouth players coming in, taking his feet, taking the ball off him and taking him out. And he's booked Marcus for it. Unbelievable. That should have been our free kick, not theirs.
There we go. Good evening to One Rovers Vlogs. Welcome along to the stream, mate. Hope you are well. Raggett was class with us at Lincoln, but seemed to be shocking for you tonight. Yeah, so I was on the Lincoln City pre-match stream that they do on the football club's YouTube channel, and they asked me about Sean Raggett, and once I'd sort of given my answer, I think they were a little bit surprised as to how, not negative I was about him, but how realistic I was about the way he's played for us so far. I think he was absolutely brilliant for Lincoln City. But there we go. I don't think he's been awful for us, Sean Raggett, but he is just the reason why a lot of players sorry, a lot of goals go in courtesy of one single player. So there we go.
Well,
If Pompey ain't baiting Mickey Mouse clubs like Plymouth, forget promotion, says Kenny. Thanks for your comment, mate. Hello to Kieran Baines. Welcome along to the stream. And Shauna said pace and 2 up front, Tom, would be brilliant, wouldn't it? I'm an Ipswich fan, just give me a second, son. Lived in Pompey for 20 years. It's very saddening to see the club almost disappear, but great to see the fans turn the club around. I do sadly feel, however, you have lost momentum. Thank you very much for your comment, mate. Nice, kind words. I would have to disagree. I think the momentum has very much been there in the last couple of weeks. We've been live across Fournilwrittenalloverit for some excellent games in the last sort of month or so. But sorry, Andrew, you were going to say, mate.
Yeah, a couple of things really. Let's not make it be a ragged termination night. Let's just say that he gets put under pressure by the players that aren't playing and allowing him to get in that position, isn't he? To make those mistakes, and therefore it's a team effort in it. And as Ollie said earlier, Nick Elson was the guy responsible for that last one. He wasn't actually. Naylor was when he passed the ball to Naylor. Naylor wasn't awake to it. Great move, and I thought a great pass, and that let them in, didn't it? And I think we can blame him for the own goal. Of course you can, because he scored in his own net. But we all make mistakes in life, don't we?
Raggett makes far too many, though, mate. He gave 2 away against Ipswich.
I don't think we can slaughter him for all of it, because if we're under pressure at the back, then the midfield and the strikers aren't doing a good job for us either, are they? So let's face it, you've got to defend. You've got to protect your defence, haven't you, as well? And keep the ball. And let me just finish this.
Go for it.
The guy that moved from Ipswich, Ipswich fan, lives in Pompey for 20 years. Can you ask him, in such a built-up city, where does he park his tractor?
Thanks for that. What else? I do apologise if we caused any offence to you, Ipswich fan, because it was a really nice comment that you left us. So please don't unsubscribe if you have done. But what I was going to say, mate,
it wasn't. It was just lightening the moment. It wasn't being rude.
I know you were lightening the moment, but
tractor boys, aren't they?
They are indeed. But you know, please be careful with what you're saying. What I was going to say to you, mate, was Sean Raggett. Yes, he was liable and responsible for 2 goals that we let in against Ipswich in the FA Cup the other week. Yes, he's now arguably the main.
Tom.
Yes, he did, but it was miles offside, and I cannot believe how the officials did miss it. But there we go.
It works sometimes. We'll have a few of them against us this season, won't we?
Yes, of course we will. However, if I think you've alluded to it, but I'm only going to further your point. If the team can only rely on a Sean Raggett mistake as the reason why we do not win games, then something's not right, is it?
Exactly.
Yeah. So. That's what I was going to say anyway. But yeah, I think we cannot blame Sean Raggett entirely, because we have so much more in the match. If it was the last minute, I'd say fair enough, and we were 2-1 up and they equalised or whatever. But when it's that early doors, I'm more than happy to not blame Sean Raggett, because there is enough time for all the other 9. I suppose McGilvery can't really score. Raggett himself could go and score to get back into the game. So if the game finishes 1-0, what we're saying is the blame should not entirely lie with Sean Raggett. I would still play Jack Watmore over him every day of the week. And I think chat would agree with me. Actually, boys and girls in the live chat across YouTube and Facebook, if you're a Pompey fan, it's not a bad ball to be fair, but there was no one waiting for that. If you're a Pompey fan and you're in the street, or any football fan, if you've got a knowledge about the Pompey team, would you play Sean Raggett or would you play Jack Watmore? If you think Raggett, put Raggett. If you think Watmore, put Watmore. Let's see what the live chat feels on that particular issue. Give us your thoughts. There we go. William has said defence is in a mess. It is, absolutely. There's Sean Raggett with the header away to John Marquis. He's rather deep at the minute. But there is Cameron Pring, who plays the ball to Andy Cannon on that far side, who knocks one forward, and that's out. And he was under a bit of pressure there, Andy Cannon. And here we go. Right. Here come the comments. I believe they're coming in. There we go. What more all day? What more? What more all day? Is that even a question? What more? What more? Right. Okay. There we go. We are Jack 1,000%. What more every day of the week from Fournilwrittenalloverit member Roddy Clark. What more all the way? Yeah, okay, I thought that was right. What more all 10 men? Jack. What more every day? Okay, fair play.
And what more 10 men?
What more? What more? 1,000,000%. Minoga over both. He plays like a win back and get his service needed to Marquis when Marquis gets Ben. I think you might be onto something there, mate. 100%. What more? Yeah, there we go. What more has more nous? There we go. Referee's blown up for something. Opoku has given a foul away in the favour of John Marquis, and it was a foul as well. He's absolutely all over him, referee. So how's that not a card, is my question. Andrew? Yellow card in your book, if the one earlier wasn't, sorry?
I think if Marcus had gone down, Tom, I think then it's a slightly different story, but he didn't. He stood his ground and just said, look, give me a free kick.
Yeah. Okay. Sean has said, Andrew, opinion on my last comment. If you wouldn't mind popping it back in, Sean, because there's quite a long way for me to scroll up. I'm not sure if I'll even be able to reach it. Didn't know you replied, so I did again. What was the oh, no problem at all, mate. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. Looking forward to it. Opoku looks so lanky.
Can I just say, it's
yes, mate.
40 minutes in, their keeper's not made a save yet.
Well, what does that tell you?
Tells you you're playing wrong formation.
There we go. I think Watmore is our best centre-back, but we should still give Raggett some credit. He hasn't been that bad, says Max. Terrible free kick from Pring. Mark was starting to score now. Yes, he is. Hasn't yet this evening. But, you know, still plenty of time for us to keep chipping away. Andrew, do we look like scoring at the minute, mate? Have we looked like the better side recently? Last sort of 10 minutes or so?
I think to be fair, I think man for man, we're the better footballing side. We've got better quality. We've said it a lot this season, haven't we? Individuals have got some individual talent that is synonymous with Championship football. And I think in the Championship, this side would do really well. We've got more time and more space at a higher level. And that is, I think we've got a group of players that could play at a much higher level, all of them, with the exception of maybe one that we won't mention. But I think they're all excellent players, and in the Championship with more space, I think they would. This team would do really well. What we might have is a Championship team trying to compete in League One level every week, mate, and that becomes a problem. Like the FA Cup, you'll see that in the FA Cup when you play Championship teams play not League One or League Two teams. It's always a big struggle, and a team like us, everyone wants to beat us, especially Plymouth. So. Don't like to say the words FA Cup final, but even when Ipswich players or Sunderland players, it's the biggest game of their season. Their fans, their team, everyone wants to beat us, don't they? And it's like England going to last night. England going out.
I would argue that Sunderland and Ipswich are our games of the season as well.
I wouldn't say that, Tom. I would say there's probably 5 or 6 teams that we would look to be a little bit more.
I wouldn't use the word FA Cup final, but I'd say we'd want, you know, that there's sides that we'd want to beat more than, say, with all due respect, I don't know, Crewe or Burton, for example.
Well, I think the only reason for that would be because they would be contenders at the end of the season against us. But I don't think there's any real worry that we would be. I think when you want to play it, beat a team, but everyone wants to beat us because we're Pompey. Not because we might be threatening them towards the end of the season, whereas I feel we think that we want to beat Hull, we want to beat Sunderland, we want to beat Ipswich, we want to beat Plymouth, we want to beat those teams that are going to be there, Doncaster, those teams that are there or thereabouts towards the end of the season, and that's why we want to beat them, as opposed to the name of the club and the infamous name.
Quickly get through some comments, mate. Jack has said, "Why have we gone back to the old formation? Jacket gets fans on side of them, ruins it." There we go. Ryan's got £1,000 on Raggett to get a hat-trick of home goals. Benjamin said, when Marquis gets the service, he scores. We don't have the services. Midfields have to defend. Adam said, can we start a chant when fans come back in that Raggett is a Bambi? Or will that put Raggett is a Bambi. Do, do, do. Raggett is a Bambi. Mate, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Hello to Robbins on tour. Welcome along to the stream. Get Low back in the team, as it seems we've gone downhill without him. Sean said, I think Kenny has changed our formation to play against their style of play instead of us playing to our strengths. 4-4-2, making them adjust to us. Andrew, your thoughts?
No, Tom, I think that's complete rubbish, if I may say so.
Not from the legend.
No, Sean, he's talking out of his legend's bottom at the minute. Sean, that's
Right.
rubbish, mate. They haven't changed their formation. This is the way they play every week, and that's why they get results, because they work out what the opposition are going to do.
No, Kenny has changed our formation.
I know, but he hasn't changed our formation to play against Plymouth. He's changed the formation because he's changed the formation because no one understands why he does that sort of stuff. Why would you win 4 games out of 5 and then change your formation and change your striking forward? I don't understand it. It's bonkers, isn't it? Continue. Don't change your winning side. So
I don't know why. I think, to be fair to him, he's been forced into it injury-wise, hasn't he? Ever so slightly.
No, Curtis.
Curtis, Jacobs, Watmore, Lee Brown.
Yeah, but we've got players that can fill in those gaps, Tom, haven't we?
Well,
what more played 3 games, mate, and he's injured again, isn't he? So
yeah. No, I know, and it's disappointing. Actually, it's disappointing.
I think probably I say these on because I don't like losing, especially to Plymouth, and we are at the minute.
Plymouth getting so much space and time on the ball, whereas we aren't. Passing and tussles are so sloppy, losing all the 50-50s. Won't win if this keeps on. Thank you for your comment, Huey. Much appreciated. And very true as well, I would say. Let's not start blaming Kenny if we do lose. He always gets stick when we lose and never gets any praise when we win. He's a class manager for us and hope he can get us promoted. Well, thank you for that, mate. I don't think Andrew will agree with you on that one. But there we go. Oh, that's a big chance. That's a huge chance for Ryan Williams at the near post, and the ball just flashed across the goal there. It came in from Cameron Pring, I believe it was, and it was
great ball.
Oh, it's great ball in.
By surprise, the defender just jumped on him. He didn't expect.
John Marquis is claiming for a pen there. I don't think he's. And Brian Williams, he just sort of tried to control it, I think.
Well, he wasn't expecting it, I don't think. He thought that defender was going to knock it wide, didn't he?
There he is. The boy. Welcome, mate. Hello, straight back to the goat. Adam has said, I don't think we would be able to sell Watmore with the amount of time he spends injured. Yeah, I know. It's a shame. And it is a shame for us to not be able to see Watmore on a regular basis because I think he's such a class act. It's a shame that he's injured so much. Ryan Williams breaking into the penalty area now. Gets to the dead ball line. And it's a free kick in Plymouth's favour. And here we go. Wasn't the best. And that probably, I don't think many people saw it, but John Marquis could have easily claimed for a pen there. I'm not quite sure why the referee didn't give it, to be honest. But there we go. We have now reached the end of the first half. Our video stream hasn't quite caught up with it yet, but it is now half time. The referee's blown the full-time whistle. And we will go again in 15 minutes' time. But, ladies and gents, that is it. Andrew, your half-time analysis, mate. 45 minutes in, 1-0 down. What are you thinking?
I think we can still win this game, Tom. I think we've got the quality on the ball to win this game. I think we need to change the formation. I don't know quite how we're going to do that with the players we've got on the pitch right now because it's a little bit predictable, isn't it? And... mate, I'm struggling to say we're playing. The Plymouth are just letting us play the football and let us knock it about, aren't they? We've had the last 15 minutes or so we were looking a little bit better. If Williams scores that goal just now, then it's a different story, isn't it? It's a game that we've won then, basically, because we'd go on to win it, I think, if we go in 1-1 at half time. I still fancy us, Tom. I still think there's life in the old dog. It's not like we've capitulated and they're all over us, because they're not. And they're at home, remember. So, but I think they're playing a very cute game, mate. I think they're clever enough and tactically aware enough to just keep hold of a 1-0 win. And I think as the game goes on towards the middle of the second half, we might just see that we pick up a bit of momentum 20 minutes in when they're feeling a bit more like holding on to a 1-0 win, because they don't score that many, Plymouth, do they? So I think there's a chance that we could we get back into it not too early. I don't think second half, but maybe 10 or 15 minutes in, and then I think we've got a fair chance of going on to win the game, mate. But I don't think it's a big scoreline. I think we won't score any more than 4.
Okay. Ladies and gents, just a quick shout out to the moderators in the stream. They're doing an absolutely brilliant job tonight. It's been an interesting one. Andrew hasn't seen some of the comments, but it's been smoothly. What's a moderator? Someone who deletes any potentially inappropriate comments that come up on the stream, mate. They're doing us proud. The legend is one. We've got a whole team of people. Aaron's in there, Ollie Clark's in there, William from the USA's in there as well, and there's a group of them that do us proud, mate. They do us proud. So we very much appreciate all the work they do behind the scenes for the channel. Biley has said, awful game. It's hard enough to watch games with no fans anyway, but this makes it even harder. David said, very one-sided to me. Is that the commentary, David, or the game? Not over until my next door neighbour starts singing, says Aaron. Deserved at halftime, in my opinion. I believe this is from a Plymouth fan. Yep. Portsmouth haven't had many chances. Can see you getting back into it, though. 2-1 or 2-2 full time. Thank you for your very gracious comment. As unfortunately some Plymouth fans haven't been so far this evening. MK1 Aquatic has said, anything that increases the pressure on Jacket is fine by me. Being in the Championship with him in charge would be a disaster. Andrew, what do you make of that, mate?
Well, Tom, whatever inappropriate comments get deleted out, I don't mind, because I think what we'll do is let the football do its talking, won't we? Let's see at the end of this game, and then we've also got to play them again later in the season at our place, haven't we? So if this ends up 1-0 to them tonight, it isn't. It's 1-0 to us because we've scored the goal, they haven't. So let's just see what happens in the next 45 minutes, and then we can all have a little bit of a. And then I think what you do is those people that made the inappropriate comments earlier, mainly Plymouth fans, as you probably gathered, then let's see what they can say in 90 minutes, shall we?
Well, let's hope you're right, mate. Let's hope you're right. Andrew said, what a dire watch, running our midfield all over the place. Absolutely. We are giving the ball away too much, says Bob. Thomas has said, anyone think Cannon looks slightly off pace tonight? Still carrying that. Are you going to be back soon?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Still carrying that knock, maybe. Yeah, perhaps. I'm not sure. Take both fullbacks off and replace with Watmore and Harrison. So 3-5-2. Marquis is stranded always on his own. Yeah, let us know what you think. Thanks for that, Keith. Let us know what you think, boys and girls. What I am going to do is I'm going to very quickly pop the StreamYard link into the live chat. If you'd like to come and join us, ladies and gents, you're more than welcome to. Just for a couple of moments, because we have got a busy second half. Hopefully some guests will be joining us that have been pre-arranged. But if you're watching the stream, there's 130 odd people watching at the minute. If you'd like to come and join us, then click the link, come and join us, and we'll have a quick chat over at halftime. Andrew's off the regard. Yeah, probably, mate. He's probably off to do something. You can indeed, Barrow, get involved, mate. Get involved. Click the link. Give us, come and join me. Let's have a chat with you. Since 1886, Plymouth Argyle have never played top flight football, so therefore we should be winning tonight, perhaps. I'm not sure. It's a very good point. So there we go. Ladies and gents, it is half-time. It is 1-0 to Plymouth at this moment in time. 4-4-2. Bring on Hewula, Hoops and Ellis. We'd love to see that, wouldn't we? We'd absolutely love to see that. Right. I personally don't think Williams has had an end product showing absolutely nothing in terms of scoring. Sorry, I've just put that on the screen for you. I think it's been a very even first half, just one mistake from your centre-back. Happy to be ahead, and I'm a big fan, mate, even as an Argyle fan. Well, there we go, ladies and gents. That is excellent, and we are now joined by Mr. Villa on tour, I've got to say. Barrow on tour, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate, I'm good.
Good man. Have you been watching the game? It is on Sky.
No, unfortunately, as my mum wants to watch the telly, but
no problem,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Do you think Pompey can get a result out of this one, mate?
I'll say with the way you've been commentating over the game, probably not, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say a 1-1 draw. I think they'll just get like a goal back into the game.
Okay, fair play. Fair play, mate.
Are you doing shout outs by any chance?
Yes, I am. I'm going to give you a shout out, mate, seeing as you very kindly joined the stream, and I'm just going to ignore Alex completely because he's trying to wind me up and it's not going to work. Right, mate, your channel, Barrow on Tour. Let's get it into
The only barrel
live.
the only barrel content out there. The only barrel
There
content
we
creator
go.
out there.
There we go. You are a maverick, mate, a maverick of the game. So there we go. Let me quickly find your link and I will whack you in there. Oh, give me 1 second. I'll take a pause for breath as well because I've been talking straight for the last hour. But there we go. There is the link to Barrow on.
Not gonna lie, if Alex wants to wind you up, let's all wind him up saying he's a Leeds United fan.
He loves it, mate. He absolutely loves the Leeds. But yeah, he'll be streaming Leeds in a couple of weeks as well, which no one knows about yet. But there you go.
You're not streaming on Saturday for him.
It's this Saturday. I believe we've got a couple lined up. Actually, yeah, we have. As it goes, we've got a this Sunday. Actually, I'll be live for Sheffield United versus West Ham, and that's going to be something to look forward to. Ollie Salisbury, subscribe to you, mate. And with that, I've got Andrew is waiting and ready to come back in. I believe I've got a couple of guests waiting as well. So, mate, let's get everyone subscribed to Barrow on Tour for, as you say, the only Barrow content out there. Go and subscribe, mate. Have a wonderful evening. Give us a final score prediction for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I said 1-1. I'm saying a draw.
1-1. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Thank you very much for coming in, and I will speak to you very soon.
See you later,
cheers, matey. And Andrew's back. Welcome.
Tom, hello, mate. I've got 10% on the battery, so I'm not sure what.
Oh, you're joking. No. Oh, I might have to switch you over then, son. I'll come and plug you in a second.
Plug in. I've got a socket just there. You've got a leader.
Yeah, I know you have. I'm just going to quickly bring one down. I'll bring it down to you. It's fine.
Okay.
Or you can come and get it if you want. I'll take you out and you come and get it. While he does that, Cody, we're having some technical issues, mate, so I need your help.
You all right, man? You all right?
I'm okay, mate. I'm okay. I'm not in the best of frames of mind because we're losing 1-0. But there we go. Thanks, mate. Thanks from you as well. Right, Manchester City. We'll be playing Spurs at the weekend. What do you think the score is going to be?
VAR derby, bro. The VAR derby. That's why I name it, because after that chaos in the Champions League when we played them at Etihad, chaos with VAR. But I actually think we might win, but otherwise we'll get battered. We might, not sure, but I'm saying 2-1 to us, but it might be 2-1 for Spurs.
Oh, it could be, mate. I don't know.
On Friday, I swear to God, if we lose, we might not win the league.
Mate, Cody, can I come back to you in a minute?
Right.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Because I've just seen something that I'd like the 137 people in here to see. Now, before he joins, we're probably going to get a little bit of stick from this man. It depends if he wants to give it. If he's the best mate that I know he is, he won't give it because I don't give it to him. But here we go.
Go to Plymouth!
I knew it. I knew it.
You don't give it to me. You've been giving me shit all of last week.
Oi! Language, Griffin.
Sorry.
Disgraceful. You called it. You called it, Ollie.
Tom, are you not going to... I thought you were going above us tonight.
Mate, the game's not finished. Still 45 minutes of football to play.
Oh, mate, what am I doing with my life?
I don't know what you're doing to it. Oh, yeah. Here we are outside Portman Road. Let me ask people some favourite chants. Oh, wait. There aren't any people around, so I'm going to ask myself a favourite chant. Alex, what's your favourite chant?
Plymouth, play up. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, man. How's it been?
Shocking. It's been Freaking shocking. It's
So
been so bad.
So what? You haven't performed, have you?
Well, this is the problem, you see. We have performed and we've had chances and we're just off the pace, mate. We're off the pace and he's playing the wrong freaking lineup as always. And there's just, I don't know. If we can get one back early doors, second half, I think we'll be all right. But yeah, I don't know, mate. I really don't know, to be honest. But it'd be lovely to go above you. It would be lovely to go above Sunderland because they had a dodgy weekend as well against MK Dons.
Hey, I tell you what, if you go and win 2-1 now, I'm going to get so much crap.
Oh no, it's going to be hilarious. But luckily, mate, I don't think you will. I don't think we will, sorry. So
anyway, I thought I'd just pop in and say hello. I was
Thanks,
missing you,
mate.
mate. I was missing you.
I'll miss you too. Right, I'll give you a FaceTime after the game, yeah?
See you later, mate.
Cheers, mate. Right, I believe Andrew might have plugged in by now. He's not. He stood there opening something. But if he could plug in and rejoin me as the game is about to restart. I tell you what, let's speak to Annie, who I haven't seen his face before. How are you, mate? Welcome along.
Hello. I've never been on here before. You're true. You're correct.
Cool. Are you a Pompey fan?
No, actually. I am.
Who do you support?
I am a Bristol City fan.
Oh, lovely.
So
Lovely stuff.
It's going to be interesting because, Pompey, Sunderland, Ipswich, all these teams were like pushing to get into the championship. So I'm kind of like watching them. It's like who's going to get in there and who are we going to batter next season?
How's Bristol City's season been so far, mate?
So we're currently 5th in the league, so we're not doing too badly, but I just hope that we can keep this consistency going. And last season, like under Lee Johnson, we were known as Streaky City, like Streaky Lee, and like all that kind of stereotype things were labelled on us, and it was like kind of annoying because this cycle just kept happening like every single year for like 4 years, and then we spend money in the summer this year. We get Alfie Mawson, who's a very good player. We get a few Premier League players. Then we just we're not expecting much because it's a new manager. Then we get off to a good start. Bristol City fans are positive. Then we hit a slump in the road. Then we just become negative again. And now we've won Cardiff. We've won at Cardiff away, which is our local rivals, and then it's all positive again. So it's like very up and down with Bristol City at the moment.
Excellent, mate. Well, thank you very much indeed for that. That's a little bit of an insight for people on the channel into the inner workings of Bristol City. I'm going to get back to the game now, mate, because Kenny Jackett has made 2 changes, which I would like to share with the stream. So, Annie, much appreciated for you coming on, mate, and hopefully I'll see you again soon sometime.
Okay, no problem. Bye.
Cheers, matey. Have a good one. Andrew has rejoined us. Jack Watmore is on the pitch. And if you wouldn't mind turning a light on, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah. Not the change you wanted, though, Tom. He's taken off Nicholson.
Oh, why has he done that?
Well, that's not the change you wanted, is it?
Why on earth has he done that? Would you mind turning the light on, please, mate? We can't see you very clearly.
Hang on, mate.
Thank you very much. Right, we're about to get off and underway. He's taken off the wrong defender, is what I'm going to say. He's taken off the wrong defender. And that's literally just popped up on there. There we go. Sean, we're on the same wavelength, mate. He's taken off the wrong defender. Why on earth is Raggett... Sorry. Why on earth is a Champions League, ex-Champions League defender being beaten into the starting 11 or the team of 11 by Sean Raggett? Why on earth has he taken Nicolaisen off? Please answer me, chat. Andrew, if you could provide any basis for the reason. And who's Ellis Harrison come on for, by the way? Ben Close.
That's not a bad shout, to be fair, against this team. A bit more physical.
I'll be honest. I don't think Ben Close had his best half in a Pompey shirt. I didn't see an awful lot of him.
There might be some long balls being pumped into him, Tom. Now watch this.
Yeah, Well, that'd be brilliant if there were. But
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. Is Jacket Raggtt's dad? Perhaps, I'm not sure. A wrong decision, but could have a knock. Perhaps. Sorry, are we disturbing the evening? Perhaps he doesn't speak English. Jacket is secretly a Pompey fan. There we go. He's a shadow of his own former self. Jacket out, Andrew in. ECFC, Andrew, you still there, mate?
Yeah, I'm here, bud.
Is it just me? It makes him angry that he hasn't taken Sean off.
No.
It's not just you, mate. Amy has said, no idea what Jacket is thinking, but who does? Andrew.
Yes, Tom.
Your assessment of why Sean Raggett is still on the pitch, please.
Tom, I'll take you back to the first game of the season, mate, and the first time he played for us. I don't know what was on the pitch, why he's on the pitch, full stop, let alone that transition there. I don't know. I can only suggest that Carlson's got a ham injury or something like that, or muscle strain or a knock or something. That's the only reason it can be, isn't it? But then Jack Watmore's coming at half time, which is a great player. So 1 for 1, good swap. Equal ability. But I would have swapped him. I would have taken Raggett off for sure and popped him on there.
Okay. There we go. Is Andrew your dad? Yes, he is, unfortunately. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Yes, he is. And hopefully we'll be joined by either one of Andrew's other two sons in a moment. I'm not sure if they will be joining us. Ollie is probably eating at this moment in time. There was a bit of a, I don't know, there's a bit of a rumour around that Alexander the Negative might be joining us for the second half at some point. So hopefully that rumour comes to fruition and he joins us shortly. There's an old saying, take a Sean off as a last result.
That's the legend, is it?
That is the legend.
Yeah.
Am I too young to appreciate that one? Because that's flown right over my head.
Talk about him. His name's Sean, isn't it?
Oh, right. Okay. There we go. Tom's getting grounded. Have you ever grounded me? I don't think you have.
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't. There we go. There's a bit of an insight for you, ladies and gents. Tom Naylor has made the most passes for Pompey this season. Is he a bit of an unsung hero for Pompey, Andrew?
Yeah, I think he is, Tom. He doesn't get the headlines, does he?
He doesn't. He does a lot of work behind the scenes, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
So, definitely an unsung hero. Ellis Harrison on the ball, drives a shot, and it's ricocheted off Nuble's neck. The ball is back into the box, and there's no one there to meet it, and that one will be gathered comfortably by the Plymouth keeper. There we go. It is 5 minutes to 9. There are 113 people who join us across YouTube and Facebook. If you haven't yet liked the stream, ladies and gents, please do consider doing so. We're up to 130 likes. If we could get that anywhere near 150, that'd be much appreciated. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel as well, get involved. That'd be excellent. If this is the first time that you're watching myself and Andrew on your screen, we do this every week. Every match day we do this now. So, yeah, it'd be much appreciated if you could subscribe, and then you will therefore be joining the team moving forward. So there we go. And what's not, Andrew, why should people subscribe to Fournilwritten all over it?
Well, it's the best channel, Tom, isn't it? If you're not a subscriber to 4-0, mate, you're a nobody.
Well, there we are. There we are. Didn't even have a practice of that one, boys and girls. That just came straight off the.
This is like BBC 4-0 written all over it, Tom.
It is indeed. Yeah, no, I did that telepathically, mate. That was excellent. So there we go. Where is the goal coming from? Andrew says Sean the legend.
Sean the legend. Sean, how are you, mate? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think maybe. Oh, jeepers, nearly from Plymouth again. Maybe from Ellis Harrison, perhaps.
Oh my word. 3 stops in the space of about, as Aaron said,
2-0 Plymouth.
McGilvery is a different class. He is a different class. Mate, he's been at it tonight, McGilvery. He's keeping us in this one. That is absolutely shocking. The first one's a good stop. He's palmed it away to a safe distance. Callum Johnson arguably doesn't do well enough there. And then it's point blank range for the Plymouth number 9. Mayer with the initial ball in, and then he's in the perfect position to finish it there. I think it's actually a combination of Cameron Pring who got back there to help as well. But absolutely, super block. What a block, and Cameron Pring take a bow. I'll be honest, this is one of the best performances we've seen in quite a while now. We've been used to some decent shows have been put on recently. And at the minute, mate, this is looking pretty dreadful, if I'm honest. It's not been a bright start for Pompey in this second half, has it?
No, to be fair, mate, Plymouth are playing better football than us, aren't they?
No, indeed. No, indeed. And this could be one of the first. Actually, it could be the first loss of the season on the road for Pompey. We are currently unbeaten on our travels, as Callum Johnson is positively charging down the line, looking to change that. Jack Watmore with the diagonal cross ball towards Ellis Harrison. He takes it down for Cameron Pring on this near side, who will find. Oh my word, that's shocking. Well, just to provide a bit of context for you, it was the Cameron Pring played the ball to Ryan Williams. It was about 3 yards short of him, and it went out for a Plymouth throw-in. So there we go. Hello, Anna. Welcome to the stream. I'm very well. Hope you are too. And yeah, if you're like Anna and you've just recently joined the stream, please do leave it a like. That'd be much appreciated. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. If you're brand new to us, that'd be much appreciated. Coming up to 53 minutes now. Ellis Harrison has I think it was an offside flag on the far side from the lino, which is not brilliant. There we go. But Andrew, what needs to change?
We need to score a couple of goals, Tom.
Brilliant. Simple as that. Jack Watmore kicks that one over his head. He's done well to keep it in play, actually. I thought that was heading into the brand new stand at Plymouth Argyle, but there we go. Ryan Williams could be in here, actually, on this near side, driving towards the edge of the penalty area. Puts his ball in early doors, and Marquis is there to meet it, but the keeper's come and claim that one. And that is another chance that goes a-missing. Goes a-missing? Is that correct English?
How's that
Goes
foul,
amiss. How's what a foul? Sorry, did it?
Yeah.
I'm just watching the highlights, mate. The replay of this excellent ball in, and it was actually, to be fair, it was quite comfortable for the keeper in the end. He's hit it straight at him, Ryan Williams. Yeah, Williams is playing better. I didn't think he had a brilliant first half, but he's definitely looking better than he was. Do I like any other football channels? Do I like, or do you like? Are you asking me, mate? Sorry, you. Yes, I do, mate. I do indeed. And in the next couple of weeks, boys and girls, not going to spoil anything, but there could be some special guests joining us for some 4 minutes with on the channel. You'll have to stay tuned to see who that is going to be. But yeah, as I say, stay tuned, ladies and gents. Stay tuned. Please, Portsmouth score. Don't we all think that? Don't we all, ladies and gents? Don't we all? You've gone quiet, mate. Andrew.
The ref is giving some really strange decisions, Tom. How is that a free kick to them?
I'm not quite sure, to be honest. He hasn't been the most consistent so far tonight. So there we go. Daniel has said, here's a comment for you. When can we get more stories from Andrew? His stories are great. Could you tell us a story related to Plymouth, perhaps? Have you got any in your locker?
Probably not tonight, Tom, but on another day, I'll give you some real good stories about Plymouth.
Right. Okay. Default. I'm not saying who it's going to be with, boys and girls, but there we go. Wine is kicking in, says Richard. There we go. The wine's kicking in. It's on a school night as well, Richard. So there we go. It's kicking in. But we are now 56 minutes into the game. And to be honest, it's not looking like it's coming from anywhere for Pompey at the minute. There's nothing clear cut about the chances. It's just that quite kind of sums it up, doesn't it? Really, mate? That little bit from Harness there. It's been sort of a drib drab. It's been a shocker.
Oh, come on.
And this was this was a really, really good opportunity to get right up there in amongst it in terms of the League One table tonight as well. Sunderland have had a poor weekend. Ipswich didn't play. You know, it's a chance that looks like it's going amiss. It's a really good chance, actually, because the playoffs are tight. And we have also played a game more than everyone in the playoffs now. So...
Tom, the ref's giving, to be fair, he's giving us some really dodgy free kicks as well. So it's
right. Okay.
50-50.
Okay. Fair play.
But that guy on the left-hand side with Ginger Beard for them, Cogdean, is it?
Sorry? What's his number?
Their left winger. Is it Cogdean?
Their left winger?
Yeah.
Give me a second. I will find out exactly who you are referring to in just one moment. Cooper,
yeah. He's a very, very good player, mate, for them. He's dangerous, Tom.
Okay.
Oh,
is that a penalty, referee? Surely.
No, it's not, Tom.
Surely. Oh, that's enough. What is going on? 3 pens there.
Oh, let's blood to pass it through to him.
Ball goes in, away from Plymouth. Sorry, it was one of the most basic pieces of commentary I think I've ever done. And the referee has now blown up in favour of Pompey as Harrison has won a free kick right on the edge of the box. Good territory.
The referee, you watch Harrison, he dives into headbutt the ball and the player's got his foot on it. Watch. That's not a free kick, is it?
It's a high boot, to be fair.
I suppose it's high boot, yeah.
High boot. There you go. You know it's bad when Adam's cheering a free kick. There we go. Hi, mate. Had to take a short break. How are we getting on? Not brilliant, mate, to be honest. That is 100% a penalty in my book.
Yeah, could be right. He's holding back, isn't he?
I think that's 100% a penalty.
He's not going to give it, bud.
He's not going to give it now, no, because his play's carried on. But in my humble opinion, that looked like a penalty. Where's this one going, mate? Over the bar?
Marcus, mate.
Mr. Harness. Well, no one's told me that there's been a goal yet, so I'm not sure if this one's going to go in.
Come on, Pompey.
Here we go. John Marquis stands over this one. It could actually be Cameron Pring that whips it in.
Could be. It's left-footed. It might go bottom corner Pring.
No, it wasn't to be. Oh! Straight into the wall initially from John Marquis. He got a second opportunity and flashed it just left of the goal. Yes, Jack has just seen 100% a pen. Boys and girls, I'm going to run with that one. For me, that was a pen, Ellis Harrison. He was being pulled back by whoever it was. And Marquis is not far off, to be fair, that one. So, there we go. And Phil said never a penalty. So there's two contrasting comments. And the legend has said never either. Maybe I'm on my own in my opinion. But
anybody who's got blue tinted glasses on would see that as a penalty.
Well, I saw it as a penalty with pragmatic glasses on, mate, to be honest. So there we go. I'm not saying my lag is bad, but Burton have just taken the lead. There we go. Never a penalty. Sorry, that's one we've done before. No problem at all. No problem at all, mate. Thanks for having me on. So there we go. How the ref hasn't seen him been pulled back is beyond me, actually. It's beyond me, Jack, to be honest. It's beyond me. There's an offside flag, I believe. It's actually in Pompey's favour. Craig McGilvery is determined to get on with things, waving his arms around, flapping them around. And the ball goes long and deep in the direction of Ryan Williams now on the edge of the penalty area. Back to Cameron Pring. Ball goes in first time. And it's back for Naylor. Oh! Oh my word! What a chance!
Oh, Jesus. What's this, Emily?
What a chance!
What's this? striking?
Naylor has hit one
It's come
from
back to
all
him.
of, well, it almost edge of the
Oh,
18-yard box. Boys and girls, I'm
Great.
seeing penalty. I'm seeing penalty for Pompey.
Why?
I think the referee may have given us a pen. Unconfirmed reports suggesting that there is a penalty for Pompey. Cameron Pring with the corner. Ball goes in. Jack Watmore's up for it. Penalty Pompey. Wow. That is a big call.
Handball.
Referee.
Oh, he touched the ball.
Oh, my word. Oh, I recognise the ref as well. He's an absolute donkey. Is it a handball then? And this is a great chance for Pompey to equalise. Was it a... Oh, referee.
No, it's handball, Tom. Watch him. Watch him. He's headed into...
Oh.
Look. Watmore's got his head on it. Watch. Straight on his arm. That's a pen. That is a pen. What's wrong with you? It's on his arm.
Oh, I don't know.
Look, it's
Mate,
handball,
if that was given against us...
No, it's handball, mate.
Oh, I don't know on that one, ladies and gents. I'm not sure.
Come on.
Johnny Marquis steps up. Right-footed. Bang. 1-1 Pompey. There we go. And there's your celebration from Andrew. There we go. Not a pen for me, but I'll take it, Phil. I'm of the same opinion, mate. Let's go up the Blues. There's been a goal.
It's handball in the box, not a penalty. Get real.
No, it's the law would gesticulate, mate, that the arms are in front of the face and therefore it's a pen. I just feel like if it was given the other way round, I think that would be incredibly harsh. However,
it stopped it going towards goal, didn't it?
However,
great header from Jack Watmore.
However, given the opportunity that presented itself to Ellis Harrison just a couple of minutes ago, I feel that's justice. I feel that is absolute justice. One more, and then over to Mr. Ipswich. If he's in here, he might be, might not be, but I don't know. We're coming for you. Mind the gap, Griffin. Mind the gap. Darren has said, Andrew, have some more wine to relax. There we go. Amy said, Defo Pen, he lifted his arms to cover his face. Thanks for that, Amy. I stand. What's the word? When someone corrects you, what do you say? Bless you. What do you say when someone? I stand. Corrected. I stand corrected. There we go. I think this might be the dodgy ref we had against Shrewsbury back in February. Still time for Raggett to ruin it. Oi from Oz. Welcome along to the stream. Dean, hope you're well. It must be early morning there, mate. Perhaps. I think it's 7 o'clock Aussian time, depending on where you are in the country. A good time to arrive. Absolutely. Come on, Pompey. This is what we need, even if it wasn't a pen.
Come on, Ellis, son.
Ellis Harrison charging towards the edge of the box. Ball goes. Oh, he's picked it. Oh, what a nightmare. He's been, but it's still alive with John Marquis. Edge of the box. Pring. Cannon. Still Pring. Oh, mate, you're not going to believe what's about to happen.
Not another pen.
No, it's better than that. Andy Cannon. Edge of the box. Ball goes in. Away to as far as Naylor. 2-1. There it is. Hold the front page. Hold the back page. They've come from one behind. They're winning 2-1. Up the boys. There we go. Ladies and gents, the chat is going mental. You are not dreaming, ladies and gents. It is actually happening. Pompey have come from 1 goal behind. They are leading at Home Park.
Great goal, Tom.
It's an excellent goal. Tom Naylor, who was unlucky. It was unlucky.
Come on.
Oh, it's happened. It's happened. It's happened. And ladies and gents, I take great pleasure in telling you that it is now 2-1. Oh, shite. That says 2-1 Plymouth. Oh, That's a bit of a shocker. No one saw that. It only flashed up on the screen for a millisecond. Sorry, boys and girls. It's been a night of errors on the channel. I do apologise. It's been one of the most unprofessional broadcasts I think we've ever done. But it doesn't matter at all because Pompey are now 2-1 up. Play up, Pompey. Portsmouth. And I think people did see me accidentally get the score wrong on the screen. But Alex definitely did. So did Isaac. There we go. Sorry, boys and girls. Hello to Matty. There we go. Mate, I'm sorry, but you know, who's gone above Ipswich? Just can't hear anything from down there, mate, unfortunately. Can't hear anything. Living meme FC, absolutely. Blue Army says Ollie, third in the table. Boys and girls, we need to hold on to this now, or we need to go again, perhaps, Andrew.
Well, Tom, a couple of people said earlier 3-1, didn't they, Pompey? And I've said 4, so I think we'll get another 2, mate.
Cool. We'll take that. We'll take that. Boys and girls, 137 of you join us from across YouTube and Facebook. If you could get the stream up to 150 likes, that'd be much appreciated. Anyone who is new, please make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. That'd be much appreciated. The scoreboard is now sorted, and Cyber has said we want. The scoreboard's not sorted at all. There we go. The scoreboard is now sorted. Finally, it was all a little bit of a blur there, but what does matter is that Pompey have taken the lead. There we go. 67 minutes has been played. Andrew, how do we keep a grip on this game now, mate?
Well, I think we just carry on playing for the next 20 minutes, Tom, to how well we've been playing for the last 30 minutes, mate.
Okay. Do we deserve to be back ahead?
Yeah, I think so. We said at half time. I thought we were the better side, full stop, player for player, and they've worked us out in the first half. Maybe the Harrison substitution, making it 2 up front, is what we've been talking about, isn't it? That gives us the space we need.
Do you reckon that's given us the edge?
Yeah, I think so. It's given us the space we need, and they're trying to work out what to do next, aren't they? And they're pushing now, aren't they, to try to get the equaliser. So let's see. But I think they'll leave themselves exposed a little bit because they need to get back in it, don't they? So they might open up a little bit for Harrison up front with Marcus, I think.
Perhaps. That'd be excellent. And as you just said, Aaron echoes your sentiment. Changing formation has worked. Brilliant. Pompey, a 2-1 up. Pompey fans, you are not dreaming. You are not dreaming. It's happening. It is happening. Oi, oi, and oi, oi. 2 boys. The 2 boys are in. And they have joined at just the right time because we are now ahead on just before 70 minutes. And
Tom, is Tyrrell in the show? Tyrrell, was he?
I don't know.
Ask him if he's out there, Tom.
Mate, I will definitely be calling you. Well, if Tyrrell's here, then make yourself known. Let's have a comment. If he is, we have got to play to our strengths. Absolutely, we've got to play to our strengths. Wow. Okay, this is, mate. I'm buzzing. I'm so happy. I can't believe it. But this is an important one to hold on to now. It's an important one to hold on to. We cannot let this slide.
So we just got to let them have the ball a little bit, let them play with it, let them mess around with it midfield, and as long as they've got the ball in their half, they can't score, can they? So keep them there, and then get them on a break.
Absolutely. Well,
they can have it there as much as they want. Look, they're playing it around at the back, trying to draw us out, and we're saying, no, we're going to sit here, we're going to wait for you to come forward.
If Andrew thinks we deserve to be winning us,
so we're going to go into their half.
If Andrew thinks we deserve to be winning, I suggest he leaves the red wine alone. Cheers, Phil, mate. Cheers, mate. Aaron says we need to hold our nerve. Absolutely, we do.
Tom, I think you deserve to win if you got more goals than the opposition. That's the bottom
yes,
line.
No, that is I really do. It's a very good point. I'm so glad that you made that point because I was, I think a couple of people would have been struggling with that one. Jack has said this has got 4-1 written all over it. Your light thing. Oh, boys and girls, I want to say it again. Hold the front page, hold the back page. Here he is. Hey!
Good evening, boys.
Hello, mate.
How are you, mate?
I'm all right. You?
Yeah, you
We're
watching the
good.
game?
Well,
I'm watching. Yeah, we're doing all right, aren't we? Sticking in
we're
there.
much happier than we were 10, 15 minutes ago, mate. Put it that way.
I know I wasn't going to come on. That's why I've only just popped on for the last 10 minutes.
You were going to leave it.
How are you two?
We're well, mate. We're good. Thank you so much for joining us.
all right.
I gave a little teaser to people saying that you'd be here. So we've fulfilled that, what's the word? Promise, perhaps. And he is here.
There's probably not that many people that are excited, mate. To hear
I
from
was,
me.
mate.
Thanks,
I was excited. Right, Reverend, as much as you've seen of it, mate, you might be ahead of us as well, by the way. So if there's any big chances, then
I've gone in the other room now, so I don't know what's happening.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
yeah.
From what you've seen, give us a bit of a synopsis.
I think we're playing pretty well. I'm just amazed, to be honest. Every game that goes by, I'm just amazed. It's the same team that started the season. That's the biggest thing for me. We just seem to have completely turned the tides, don't we?
Unfortunately, Andrew's on the wine. So
Oh,
on a Monday.
Of course he is, on a Monday, yeah. Monday red wine night.
It's match day, isn't it?
You got a pucker pie as well?
No. We had some nice beef calderetta.
Beef calderetta on the go.
Lovely. What do you guys think of the game? How do you think we're playing?
I've been very much enjoying these last couple of minutes. I think the first half was absolutely dreadful, and I was on 55 minutes. I was sat there thinking we could easily just lose this, and luckily the penalty went in our favour. I don't think it was a penalty personally. I'm going to stick my neck out there.
Someone said to you at the time, mate, you handball it in the box, protecting yourself. Watmore headed the ball across the box, and the guy puts his hands up and stops the ball going towards our strikers. That's a penalty. End of.
On any other season, it's not a penalty, but this season the rules have changed, haven't they?
They have, and
last time I was watching football, if you put your hand in front of the ball in the penalty area, it's a free kick or a goal. A penalty.
I was just about to ask you, Reverend, if it had gone the other way against us, you'd be livid, wouldn't you?
No,
well, I think with the rules as they are, yeah, because unfortunately, it is, even if it is ruined the game a little bit, it is a pen, isn't it?
It's a massive grey area in terms of rules, isn't it, as well? So
it's something like outside of the silhouette, isn't it, or something? If
it's something ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a bit weird,
But we scored 3 goals tonight and never scored any.
This is very true. One of them was in the wrong end, but we'll gloss over that.
If you lose 9-0 because you get 9 known goals, that doesn't count as in your favour, though.
Imagine losing 9-0 at home, by the way.
What is the worst ever? Well, how many own goals have been scored in a single game? Do we know that? Like, what's the worst ever?
We certainly haven't lost 9-0 at home like our friends down the road.
No, this is very true. How many own goals?
Most amount of own goals scored in a single game.
Most amount.
It'll be Sean Raggett for Norwich.
Own goals in a game. It was by an individual called Stan van der Bijs.
He's Dutch, is he?
He plays for Germinal Beerschot in Belgium. His side lost 3-2 to Anderlecht, with Van der Bijs scoring all 3 goals against his own team.
He scored a hat-trick.
He scored a hat-trick against his own team. And they lost 3-2.
There's some dodgy betting going on there, isn't there?
There is.
Surely he's got to get a prize for that, hasn't he? A cup or something. It's got to be.
Well, it's an infamous record. So there we go. It's Van den Bijs who holds that record. But to be fair, mate, Sean Raggett almost contested it the other week because he let in 2 against Ipswich, and then now he's courtesy of Sean Raggett for Plymouth's goal. So
Tom, that's typical of Raggett. He couldn't finish it.
Well, this is true. This is very true.
He's that bad. He couldn't lose that.
This is very true. We have had a donation in from Kears, who's kindly donated £2 and said Blue Army. So Blue Army straight back at you. And thank you very much for getting involved in the stream this evening. So if Pompey were all over a team and ended up losing 1-0, Andrew, would you say the other team deserved to win, says Phil?
Yeah, yes, I would.
He would say that. He's said that lots of times in the past. He
On
says
the
that
channel as
normally
well.
when they don't deserve to win, actually. He loves the other team in most occasions.
This is very true. And if you're a long-term viewer of Fournilwrittenalloverit, you would know that Andrew is the most impartial pundit on the channel. That was sarcasm, by the way, if no one got the hint. But there we go. Ryan Williams is breaking down this near side. He's on the edge of the penalty area. Can't get it past this man, and the ball is with Plymouth. Right. Alexander the negative. We are now 12 games in, including tonight. Given what you've seen, results we've had, style of play we've opted for, do you think we could be looking at Championship football next season?
I think we've got to hope so, haven't we? I think if you'd have asked at the start of the season, I said definitely not. If you asked after 3 games, I said definitely not. I think we had more chance of getting relegated after 3 games of seeing us play, but somehow, somewhere, we've pulled it together, and yeah, we look a good side. I mean, we play like, I know you're saying the first half wasn't as fantastic football as we'd maybe like to see, but we're away from home against, an okay side. And so you've got to play tight, haven't you? And I think we're doing what we need to do. And I think generally, over the last 5 or 6 games, we look to be playing pretty good stuff and beating anyone and everyone. So if that continues, yeah, we should be. And it's pretty tight at the top, right, as well. Like, there's not many points.
Yeah, no, it's only a couple of points separating teams, yeah.
1st and 8th or something. So it's kind of anyone's league, isn't it? And there's a lot of games. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to stop you there. Plymouth have equalised. And that is McGilvery this time who's at fault.
Yeah, they didn't score again, Tom. We scored.
Oh my word! It's a set piece that comes in. It's a really deep one. And McGilvery. It's not an own goal, Chappelle, but that's a shocker. It's a bundle. It's nothing. Oh God. I don't know if there's a shout for a foul in there on McGilvery or if he just jumped for it and missed it. But that's not the best news.
I think I was just saying how we're definitely not going to get promoted this year, wasn't I?
Yeah, you kind of jinxed it a little bit.
I know. Not good.
So, yeah. So that. Oh my word! Right.
Are you doing November?
All right.
No, I'm just wondering. You just got a bit of a little tash going on, don't you?
Yeah, I like it, mate. I get an awful lot of stick on this stream for the tash, so I hope that's not coming from my own brother as well.
You should just say you're doing November, mate. Anyone gives you stick.
There we go. For that reason, I am doing it.
Good lad.
There we go. No, but I like a bit of facials, mate.
I think you shaped it nice.
This is courtesy of your good self, the shaping, mate.
Yeah, he looks good, mate.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. 10 minutes to go. And could Pompey snatch a winner?
Well, Tom, I think it's 2 goals to Plymouth and 2 goals to us, so that's 4-0, isn't it?
God. They keep getting better and better, don't they? As the evening progresses. Reverend, do you see us keeping a foothold in this one and kicking on?
It's kind of anyone's game, isn't it? Last 10. We're normally in the last 10 minutes when it's a close game like this, you have 1 chance, don't you, each? You normally both get a chance. And it's who takes it, innit?
She's there, Maganda, if you want her.
And do you think that Pompey will be the team to take it?
I hope so. But I can't see what's going on because as I said, I haven't got a TV in here, so I can't see. But I might have to, when it gets to a couple of minutes to go, I might have to cut you loose and go back and watch it.
That's fine, mate. You're more than happy, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's been a long night. You're What am I trying to say, Alexander? You're more than. What am I trying to say? I'm gonna find the words in a minute.
Mate.
More than welcome. More than welcome to leave us at any time, or you can take us in and have the game on at the same time.
What do you guys think about the season generally?
I think that tonight in particular is quite an important one because if the 3 points all go our way this evening, then that puts us third. If the 3 points don't go away this evening, it stays as it is. We are sixth. However, we have played a game more than pretty much everyone above us, apart from Peterborough, who are top. So, you know, it's kind of Charlton have played 10, Ipswich have played 11, Lincoln have played 11, and so have Hull City, whereas we've played 12, and as have Peterborough. So, you know, I think there was an awful lot riding on this evening. I wouldn't say it's season defining, but I would also say that it's an important one. And the season so far, if you're asking me, I'd say it's been a success. We had a fantastic October. I think it was 5 out of 6 wins. And the only win that we didn't have was against Charlton Athletic, who outplayed us, but by no means embarrassed us. So, and I think obviously since that, we've had the Ipswich game, haven't we? Which we played well in. We've also beaten a team 4-0 this season as well, which is good to get the old goals up as well. So, you know, I mean, it's all good stuff so far. It's been a good start to the season for us, but obviously we're not going to win every single game. You're right, mate. Oh, he's off.
More wine. He's run out of wine.
More wine. What do you think, mate? How would you assess the season so far for Pompey?
Yeah, no, I think that's what I was saying earlier, really. I think we've had a good start, but I think it's amazing how quickly we went from playing absolutely tosh to good football. But yeah, I just hope we can continue. We're playing pretty aggressive, aren't we, in terms of the players on the pitch? We've got a lot of our top forward players playing for the first time in a few years. So I think, yeah, fingers crossed. I think if we keep pushing on and we'll be close at the end. I don't think there's that many fantastic teams that are going to be better than us, are there?
No, that's a very good point, actually. I mean, it's a tough league, isn't it? But I think the kind of teams that are in and around there now, really, Peterborough, Hull, Ipswich, Charlton, us, Sunderland, Lincoln, all make up the top 7. So apart from Lincoln, who have taken people by surprise so far this year, I think that's a pretty sort of... I would imagine the season at the end of the year, or the end of the season, sorry, the table looks not too dissimilar.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
So,
what's the mood from the big man?
He goes very quiet when a goal goes in against us.
What's the mood generally from the big man?
That's because I don't like it when they score against us.
What's your synopsis of the season so far?
I think if we'd started this game with 2 strikers up front, I think it would have been a much more comfortable than it is now. That's my thoughts. I think we've got the best 11 players on the pitch compared to their 11 for sure. With the odd one, I think, which we've talked about quite a lot, and I'm not going to slaughter Raggett, but he hasn't been the best. But he's not had a bad game tonight, to be fair to him. I thought Watmore came on the pitch. He's been outstanding, and he's done really well there in that position. So I think there's a lot of positives, but they got the tails up a bit. Plymouth, they're having a little go at the minute, and I think there's 5 or 6 minutes to go, and we've probably got to get hold of the ball and start attacking them a little bit rather than defending this 2-2.
Yeah.
But here's the opportunity, I think, coming up.
Reverend, if you'd like to go and watch the last 5 minutes, then...
I'll go off.
One thing before you go I would say is, have you seen the chest on that Pring? He is massive, isn't he?
Have you seen the chest on Pring?
Yeah, have a look at him when you watch him. He's
Adama Traore, the second.
He's got this like
Adama Pring.
Adama Pring.
Monster.
He looks a bit like you, Mush, actually, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Massive chest.
Exactly.
Good to speak to you, boys. Thanks for having me on.
Cheers, matey. See you in a bit.
See you later, guys. Take care, everyone. Keep safe.
Cheers.
Ciao.
Thanks, matey. That was Alexander Negative who joined us very kindly. There it is. There are your promised 2 guests. Myself and Andrew remain the ever-present, and we will take you through the last couple of minutes of this game. Shauna said, has Raggett made a mistake since Watmore came on? Maybe he is a decent influence. There we go. Right, 86 minutes now has been played. I'm not sure how much added time we should be expecting in this one. But it is currently 2-2. Andrew, is that a deserved result?
I think, Tom, on balance, I think we've probably just edged it, but then 2-2 was probably a fair result, even though we scored their 2 goals for them virtually, didn't we? Tom Miller got booked for pushing Reeves to the floor, which wasn't the best idea, but I think frustration got in his way there.
Yeah, I'm hoping that there will be a smash and grab. I wouldn't want it the other way around. But as Danish just said, 2-2 keeps us 6th, and we want 3rd. So 3 points gets you 3rd.
Before kickoff, if this ended up 2-2, I'd probably take that.
Right. Okay. Fair play. I told you, I'd said, anyone who's been in the stream from the start, I did say that I was nervous coming into this one because I was aware that we'd had kind of players out, and, you know, it's a kind of, I don't know, we're carrying a couple of injuries.
A couple of messages coming from Alan asking me if the fish are okay. And I said, yeah, they're fine. And he said, I was just wondering on 82 minutes whether they're still all right.
I think they've probably seen enough.
Then he asked me if he thought we'd bought some turtles and they'd eaten all the fish.
Well, would you like to either confirm or deny the question that's been asked?
I think it's probably because we've had the light off on the fish all night and they're resting.
Right.
And then he's asked, seriously, have you sold the tank? ?
Would you like to take him over just to confirm that that isn't the case?
No, I'll send him a picture, mate.
Okay, nice. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Right, we're into the 88th minute now. There we go. You can all see Andrew taking a picture of the fish tank. If there's anyone who hasn't yet subscribed to the channel, boys and girls, we're here all season. We're here until we get back into stadiums, really, for every second of the Pompey action live here on Fournilwrittenalloverit for however long we need to. So if you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. That'd be much appreciated. And give the stream a like as well, because that means a lot as well. Ryan Williams on this left-hand side will play the ball to Ellis Harrison, who has done well to get rid of his man there. And Andy Cannon will drive a ball over to that far side. And Callum Johnson arrives, ready to take it down. He does so and gets the ball in early doors. And that one's blocked by the Plymouth defender. I've just noticed, rather irritatingly, that the thumbnail for the video, we're wearing a white kit, but the actual game itself, we're playing in blue. But there we go. I don't think that matters too much. But yeah, I wasn't aware of the kit situation. I probably should have thought about that one.
I think you put the white shirt on because it's the green and white army.
Well, yeah, theatre of greens, mate. Theatre of greens.
I saw that theatre of greens. I like that.
Yeah, it's got a good one, isn't it? I think Ryan Williams is being replaced, I believe. Doesn't look very happy about it, if I'm honest, but he hasn't quite got to the 90-minute mark. And Hajid Minoga will be the player that replaces Ryan Williams and gets a little bit of league action, which is good to see. We all have a bit of Hajid.
Well, I think that puts three big guys up front, Tom, doesn't it?
Oh, so hang on. Kenny Jackett's given instructions. And he has
said to him, he's probably said to him, get in the box and get your head on it.
Well, if he does so, then that'd be a dream, wouldn't it? Imagine Minoga, last minute winner, boys and girls. Is it on?
And he's taking the throw in. Why would that?
That's more likely what Kenny Jackett said to him. Go and take the throw in. Oh my word, it's a serious throw. That's why he's taking the throw in. My word. Crikey. Should be wearing orange. We should be wearing orange.
He's done well.
Very good point. Who's done well, mate?
Hadji.
Haji Benoga. Good player, son.
He's done
Excellent
well.
player. Did really well against West Ham on Tuesday, I think it was,
Yeah.
that we watched them. Yeah. No, excellent. He is a very good player. We're very lucky to have him. And hopefully
Got 4
starts
minutes.
to
5 minutes
starts
added
to
time.
5 minutes added time. Starts to break into the side a little bit more. 5 minutes added on, ladies and gents, and that is plenty of time to snatch one. As Cameron Pring stands over this one, it's a set piece to be delivered in from the right-hand side. It's a strange way to take it, actually. He sort of stood behind it, and he can't even beat the first man. And that one will go Plymouth's way. Crikey. Do you see which side looks more like the scoring one at the minute, mate?
They don't look like scoring, Tom, do they?
No, but
The
do we?
last 5 minutes of the game, we're playing all the football in their half, aren't we? So the danger is, of course, we leave ourselves exposed a little bit.
We don't want that to happen.
No.
And
That's
I think
where
I
you
would.
get back there.
I think I would probably cry if they snatched one last minute.
Well, they certainly don't deserve it in the last 40.
No, I agree with that. I don't think they deserve a win. I'm not quite sure that we do, if I'm honest, but I think we definitely deserve it more than they do.
We do, Tom, because we wear blue shirts.
Well, this is true. This is very true. Ladies and gents, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do so. We're in the dying embers of this one, and we could be, I don't know, we could see a winner. There we go. Could see a winner. Who knows? You will know before we do, because we're a little bit behind you. So how strange is this? We're actually talking to people who are from the future. So there we go. Sean is off. Thank you for joining, mate. He couldn't quite make the full 95 minutes, but I can imagine it's probably bedtime for the Bosom legend. So much appreciated for joining us again, mate. And yeah, thanks for coming in and joining us again. Any final words for the legend as he leaves?
He's gone, mate. Good night, Sean. Sleep well,
Oh, he's
mate.
gone. He's gone. Decent game, fair results so far, says Eddie Doncaster. We are now only a couple of minutes from the end of this one. And will there be a winner? Who knows? Only time will tell us, ladies and gents. Only time will tell us as the referee blows up for a free kick in Plymouth's favour. And again, I don't think that was a free kick by any stretch of the imagination. But the referee's given it either way. He is notorious for the odd aloof decision. I'll be honest, this particular man. We've had him before. We'll have him again, I'm sure. But such is select Group 2 refereeing in English football. Not the greatest group of individuals, but there we go. If Pompey win, I will win €90. There we go. So frustrating. If we played this formation at the start, we'd be winning, says Jack. And Aaron has said the same. Andrew, your thoughts on that? If we'd started the formation that we play now?
Who was that was going to win €90, Tom?
That's Bart's Millie.
Well, the best he does that before the 31st of December, otherwise he won't be able to spend it. It would be out of Europe.
Right. Well, that doesn't mean that the euro loses its value, does it?
Just a joke, mate. Just a joke.
Right. Just a red wine joke, was it? There we go.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a bottle of red and try and keep up with Andrew on the next stream. How many have you had out of interest?
2 glasses, Tom.
2. It's all right. We'll take that. To be fair, boys and girls, he is thoroughly experienced in the red wine realm. Not to say that he's an addict or anything, but you're partial to a red wine or two, aren't you?
Once a week, Tom, only.
Once a week only. I can confirm that the full-time whistle has gone. It has finished. Plymouth Argyle 2, Pompey 2. It's not on our stream yet, mate. We're still playing, but I've just received the notification from the lovely people at One Football who have told us that it has finished 2-2. Fair result, Andrew?
I think so, Tom. I don't think anyone deserved to win that, if I'm honest about it, apart from us.
Okay. Any last words before I quickly say goodbye to everyone and then we'll shoot off? But just
say good night to everyone, Tom.
Just a word on what we've seen, mate.
I think it's an even game, Tom. I think they're not a bad outfit, are they? Considering what they've got, they look a bit. I think they'll be finishing mid to top table, won't they? Plymouth, they're not bad. I think we show we've got better players in most positions than them. Apart from that one guy there that's got a bit of little bit about him, that Cooper. Yeah, like him. Other than that, don't think they're much of a threat, really, to be honest.
Brilliant. Andrew, thank you so much for joining us. Just hold on there for one moment while we go through. See you later, Dean. Thank you very much for joining us. Sean, again, the ever-present, thank you for coming in. 4 goals written all over it. Thank you very much to Richard for joining us. And a massive thank you for the £5 donation from Bits. Much appreciated, mate. Hope you have enjoyed the stream. Great result. Cheers, fellas. No problem. Don, thank you.
What's the donation going to?
The donation goes back into the channel, mate, which is good, isn't it? It's back into the channel.
What happens to that then?
I will explain to you after the stream. Thank you, Amy, for joining us. Have a good week. We will see you on Saturday for Crew. I've also got a Sheffield United West Ham stream coming your way with Alex Griffin and Smithy Boy. So that is one to get excited about. Another good stream. Thank you very much, mate. See you next time. Cheers, Tom and Andrew from Leeds 2020. And Jack is off. Good game, but unlucky Pompey. He's heading off. We will see you on Saturday. Rebecca said, thank you for a great stream tonight, Tom. Happy with 2-2, but hopefully push for a win next time. Been watching most of the evening. See you, Tom and Andrew, and the fish, of course. Rebecca, much appreciated. Have a wonderful evening. Highlight of Abby's week. Cracking stream, not a problem at all. That is where we're going to leave it for now, boys and girls. Thank you all very much for joining us. Andrew, look after yourself, mate. We'll see you on Saturday. I'm going to go down and spend the rest of the evening with him, but I'll see it on the stream. Look after yourself, and I will echo that to everyone who's watching. It's a big bad world out there at the minute, so look after yourselves, keep the faith, stay safe, hands, face, space, get a test, and of course,
play out Pompey.